Hey everybody, this is Guru Francis Serrano from Filipino Martial Arts School, and today it's another episode of Eskrima Talk. Good evening everybody, this is Francis Serrano again from Filipino Martial Arts School, and this is another episode of Eskrima Talk. And so today I'd like to talk about the Cold Steel Parking Lot Sale. It was held this weekend, May 19th to the 20th, and apparently they hold this every 6 months. So I think the next one's going to be at November, but don't quote me on that one. Please visit coldsteel.com for more information of when and where the next parking lot sale is going to be. So let's get right into this. So one of the most common questions that I get as a Filipino martial arts instructor is, what kind of knife should I buy? Now, the thing about it is there is no one universal knife that's great for everybody. You need to know a few things. There's 3 things that I always tell people when it comes to purchasing a knife, that's best for them. One, you have to make sure you get some training. You need to learn how to deploy it. You need to learn how to use it. You need to make sure that you can fight with it. Secondly is safety. You got to know the safety features. You got to know how to be able to keep yourself safe and without hurting yourself or hurting others. And third, you have to think about ease of deployment. Now, why is that important? Because now think about this: if your knife is not somewhere that you have a quick access to, in the heat of a battle, you're not going to look through your backpack or your purse or your persons in where the knife is going to be. It needs to be in a place where you can quickly deploy it at any given time. Whatever feature and however length, that's completely up to you. But it's got to be. You need to make sure that you know how to use it. That's where the training comes from. You need to know where how to use it safely. Again, that's where the training comes from. And thirdly, in how easy can you deploy it? Again, that's where the training comes from. So bottom line here is that you need to get some training and know how to be able to use it. Don't assume that just because you have a knife that you know how to deploy it. It doesn't work that way. You're going to either hurt yourself or hurt others. So get some training. If you're looking for some training and you're in the Riverside County area, please go visit us at fmaschool.com. We'll be more than happy to train you. So there's 2 things that I picked up at the parking lot sale. Now, what I love about the parking lot sale is it's like a Toys R Us for us Filipino martial artists. There's blades and knives and swords everywhere, and it's amazing. It's amazing. Kind of go crazy, a little crazy about it. You get to meet some cool people. People will come up to me and say, "Hey, what do you think I should get?" And again, I tell them those 3 things, like training, safety, and ease of deployment. And like, oh, that's pretty cool. Now I know these 3 things. So one of the many things that I love about this is that I can go to the people that work there that knows how each product really works, and I ask specifically, here's the kind of knife I'm looking for. Can you point me towards the right direction? And this really great person, I'm sorry I can't remember your name. I apologize. I should have wrote it down. Told me this is the kind of knife that you're looking for, and that knife is the Raja 3. Bam, which is right here. So let me just kind of break it down a little bit. It weighs about 5 ounces, so it's really light in the hand. That's one of the things I love about it. It feels light in the hand. It doesn't feel very heavy. The thickness is about 4 millimeters thick. Another thing is that the blade length is 3.5 inches long, and the whole handle is 4 7/8 inches long. 4 7/8 of an inch long. The steel is made of Japanese AUS 10A with stonewash finish, and the overall length is 8 inches and 3/8. And it does have the ambidextrous pocket clip. So when I got this, it came with another clip so that you can switch to the other side should you be left-handed. So I love this knife, and it like I said, it feels really great in the hand. I have the Tiger Claw from Cold Steel, and it's great, but it's really big, and I feel like I'm carrying a mini sword. So let me just talk a little bit about some of the features. One, again, I'm right-handed, so I use it on my right hand. So the thumb push is right here. So the Raja is like a mini kukri. It's a kukri in your pocket, as what Cold Steel would like to call it. So it's great. It's the easy thumb push, and then the lock is not here. It's actually back here. So you push this down here, and it unlocks it. Okay, so let me demonstrate it again. I'm going to be trying to be safe here as best as I can. All right, let's do it this way. This pushes it and unlocks it, and the knife's back in its folded form where it's safest mode. So I love that. Now, the one thing that I was really looking for in my next pocket knife was ease of deployment. Now, one of the things that I love about the Bram Bragg kinetic knives, as well as the dart knife, is that it's got the wave feature or the kinetic feature in the Bram Frank knives. But this one is something similar. If you notice that the thumb push area, there's a little bit of a hook on there. So if you put that, again, I'm right-handed, so my pocket would kind of be like this. I would pull this, turn it, pop it up. It's gonna catch right here. Let me just kind of the glare here. It's gonna catch right here and pull the knife open. So when I pull it out, it's deployed and ready to go. So it's, like I said, I love the blade. Look at the shape of this. It's kind of a kukri style to it. So you have a little mini kukri knife in here. I love this knife. It feels great in the hands. And of course, it's made by Cold Steel. And it's just absolutely gorgeous. I love it. The second thing I bought is this. The Trench Hawk trainer. I already have the real Trench Hawk, but every time I go to Cold Steel parking lot sale, they always run out of these trainers, and luckily they had a bunch waiting for me, so me and my students were able to pick up some. So what I love about this is that I actually have the real sharp version of this knife, this axe, but I needed something to train with. One, because again, you need to get some training. Number two, you need to keep it safe. And number three, you need to like ease of deployment. So, you know, if I have the sharp one, even though it comes with a sheath, you don't want to still use it because you never know. It could catch on something, it pops open, and that's how you lose students. Yeah, I'm not allowed to do that anymore. So I picked this up. Let me just give some little information about this. The weight is about 15.9 ounces. It's a satoprene. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that. And the overall length is 19 3/4 of an inch. So 19 inches and 3/4. So this is great. I love this. And because it's a parking lot sale, and ultimately, I'm sorry, as much as I love talking to everybody, the favorite thing about this is that we can haggle. And as a Filipino, we love haggling. As a Filipino martial arts artist, it doesn't get any better than that. So, and we also got to see Guru Ron Baliki. I've known Guru Ron for many years now. He's a great guy, and he was able to hook up me and my students. So thank you, Guru Ron. And thank you to everybody at Cold Steel for totally hooking us up and just having this parking lot sale. So that's what happened. That's what we did today, this weekend, with my school. And we went to Cold Steel and picked up some new toys. So maybe next time, for all my other students, you want to come with us, we'll go probably around November time. But until then, this is Guru Francis from Filipino Martial Arts School. Peace out, God bless, and keep swinging them sticks.